Have you ever felt like your life has hit a plateau, as if you're stuck in an endless loop? No matter how hard you try, you can't seem to shake off that lingering emptiness or fatigue. Don't worry, you're not alone. These feelings are familiar to many, yet few recognize them as signs that it's time for a change that starts today. In this video, we'll explore 6 key signs that you need to make a change now. More importantly, we'll guide you on how to begin a new journey to rediscover meaning and motivation in your life. Stick with us until the end of the video. This might just be the wake-up call you've been waiting for. If you find this content helpful, please subscribe to the channel and like the video to motivate me to create more new videos. Perhaps you've experienced this. Each day feels like a series of repetitive actions, and when you look back, you're unsure if you've achieved anything truly meaningful. You may be busy, but you feel empty, like you're not moving closer to anything that truly matters. This is a clear sign that you've lost your sense of purpose. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "If a man does not know to which port he is sailing, no wind is favorable." This truth resonates as much today as it did in his time. Goals don't just guide us, they fuel us to overcome challenges. Without them, you're like a ship adrift at sea, carried by the currents, with no idea where you'll end up. A life without goals often leads to mental exhaustion and a lack of direction. You might find yourself waking up each morning feeling disheartened, mindlessly scrolling through your phone and diving into yet another monotonous day. Over time, this creates a toxic cycle. Not only do you lose your sense of direction, but also your self-confidence. How to recognize the absence of goals. People without clear goals often exhibit these signs. Each day feels the same. You wake up, work, return home, scroll through your phone or watch TV, and go to bed. It's an endless loop. You're busy but don't feel productive. You accomplish many tasks, but none feel significant or fulfilling. You procrastinate on major decisions. There are goals or plans you've been considering for a long time, but you keep putting them off, telling yourself it's not the right time, when in reality, you're avoiding them. The consequences of living without goals are significant. First, you lose the sense of satisfaction and achievement that builds confidence. Second, you risk being swept along by others' agendas, helping them reach their goals instead of crafting your own life. Lastly, it's easy to fall into a state of fatigue, frustration, and lack of energy. How to regain purpose? The first step is to confront yourself honestly. Set aside your daily worries and focus on the fundamental question, what truly matters to me? It's not an easy question, but answering it is the first step toward reclaiming your sense of purpose. Take a pen and paper and write down your core values, the things you genuinely want to pursue. These don't have to be grand or ambitious, they just need to reflect your true desires. For example, I want to improve my health to have more energy. I want to spend more quality time with my family. I want to learn a new skill to advance my career. Once you've identified your goals, break them into smaller, actionable steps. A large goal can feel overwhelming, but dividing it into manageable tasks makes it more achievable. For instance, if your goal is to improve your health, start by walking for 20 minutes a day. If you want to save money, set a goal to save a small amount each week. Another crucial element is setting deadlines. A goal without a timeline is merely a dream. Create a specific plan with clear milestones and commit to it. Take time each week to review your progress and adjust your plan as needed. As Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have work to do, as a human being, to fulfill my purpose." This means practicing daily or weekly self-reflection to ensure you're staying true to your values. Goals don't always have to be grand or complex. Sometimes, consistency with a small daily habit can lead to significant changes in your life. Start small, start today. Losing your sense of purpose isn't a failure. It's a reminder to pause, reflect, and redirect your path. Don't wait until the feeling of being lost becomes unbearable. Take action today, starting with the smallest step. With patience and commitment, you'll rediscover meaning and motivation to move forward. Are you ready to start fresh? If so, grab a pen and paper and define what truly matters to you. Right now, 8 more new videos. Do you often feel exhausted, even after getting enough sleep or without overworking yourself? This fatigue isn't just physical, it stems from deep within your soul. It's a sign that your life is out of balance, and you may have strayed from what truly matters to you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Do what is in harmony with your nature, and you will find relief." This timeless reminder emphasizes the importance of living authentically and underscores that burnout often arises when we try to be something we're not. Unexplained fatigue is often the result of pouring your energy into things that lack meaning. Perhaps you're stuck in a job you don't enjoy, constantly trying to please others, or forcing yourself into a lifestyle that doesn't align with who you are. Day by day, you feel drained, as if all your efforts are futile. Instead of feeling energized after completing tasks, you end up exhausted and empty. This isn't living, it's merely surviving. This type of fatigue can also stem from poor time and energy management. You might be busy with no clear direction or trying to juggle too many things at once. A lack of prioritization scatters your energy, leaving you drowning in a to-do list where nothing truly matters. Additionally, when you don't make time for yourself, exhaustion builds up. Constantly chasing responsibilities and others' expectations, you forget that you also need moments to recharge. This relentless busyness is a silent enemy that disconnects you from yourself. Prolonged fatigue doesn't just affect your physical health, it negatively impacts your mind and spirit. You might struggle to focus, make poor decisions, and feel increasingly stuck in your life. It's a cycle of working harder, but achieving little, eroding both your performance and your joy in life, leaving you feeling powerless and hopeless. How to overcome this fatigue? The first step is to pause and confront the issue head-on. Ask yourself, what is truly draining my energy? Is it your work, relationships, or the way you're living? Be honest with yourself. Only by understanding the root cause can you begin to make changes. Once you've identified what's exhausting you, it's time to manage your time and energy more effectively. Don't try to do everything. Focus on what truly matters and eliminate the unnecessary. This means learning to say no to requests that don't align with your goals or values. Saying no isn't selfish. It's a way to protect yourself from burnout. Make time each day to care for yourself. This could be as simple as spending 15 minutes meditating, journaling, or taking a walk. These small moments help you recharge and reconnect with your true self. Pay attention to your physical health as well. A healthy body is the foundation for a clear mind and positive energy. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep are non-negotiables. If your fatigue stems from deeper issues like work pressures or unhealthy relationships, face them rather than avoid them. Tackle them one step at a time, and don't hesitate to seek support if needed. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The pressure lies not in the events themselves, but in how you perceive them." Sometimes changing your perspective can significantly reduce your stress. Turn fatigue into a catalyst for change. Remember, fatigue isn't a sign of weakness. It's an internal alarm reminding you to pause, reassess, and adjust your course. Don't ignore this signal. Use it as an opportunity to make changes and create a more balanced life. Change doesn't come from giant leaps, but from small, consistent actions. Start today, even if it's just one small step. Don't let fatigue control you. Transform it into the motivation to live in alignment with your values. A healthy body needs a balanced soul. When you find that balance, your energy will return, and life will feel meaningful again. Let's build a community of kindness by subscribing to Stoicism for Success right now, and sharing it with those you wish to see live with kindness and strength like us. Let's spread these positive values together. Life is filled with challenges. They exist to test your limits, push you to grow, and help you discover your true potential. But if you find yourself constantly avoiding new opportunities or difficult situations, it's a clear sign that you're stuck in your comfort zone. Avoiding challenges means rejecting growth, and without growth, you'll never achieve what you truly desire. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Difficulties do not destroy you, they reveal who you really are." Challenges are not your enemies, they are teachers, compelling you to think deeper, act stronger, and break through your own limitations. Yet, Avoiding challenges is a common behavior, offering a temporary sense of safety. Avoiding challenges can manifest in many ways: declining a job opportunity out of fear of failure, holding back ideas in a meeting to avoid criticism, or procrastinating on lifestyle changes because of the initial difficulty. This fear stems from anxiety over uncertain outcomes and the pain of failure. Ironically, this avoidance often leads to a more significant failure, failing to live up to your potential. When you avoid challenges, you not only forfeit the chance to learn, but also rob yourself of achieving greater accomplishments. Each time you turn away from difficulty, you reinforce a false belief that you're not capable. Over time, you build a limiting circle where you feel safe but also trapped. Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic emperor, wisely noted, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Challenges are not barriers, but springboards to growth. Why do you fear challenges? Ask yourself, why are you afraid of challenges? Is the fear of failure truly unbearable, or is it simply a story you've created in your mind? Epictetus reminds us that fear doesn't lie in the events themselves, but in how we perceive them. If you view failure as a lesson rather than an end, you'll find the courage to try and move forward. How to break free from avoiding challenges? To overcome the cycle of avoidance, you need to take deliberate steps. Start small. Don't rush into facing enormous challenges immediately. Begin with smaller opportunities to build your courage. For instance, if you fear public speaking, start by sharing your thoughts in a small group. If you're hesitant about a career change, begin by learning a new skill. Focus on growth. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow. Ask yourself, how will overcoming this challenge make me a better version of myself? This mindset shifts your focus to the long-term rewards rather than short-term fears. Redefine failure. Develop a positive attitude toward failure. Accept that failure isn't the end. It's a critical part of progress. Successful people are not those who never fail, but those who never quit after failing. Thomas Edison once said about inventing the light bulb, "I have not failed 1,000 times. I've successfully found 1,000 ways that don't work." Step out of your comfort zone. Discipline yourself to seek challenges instead of avoiding them. This means embracing new experiences, even if they make you uncomfortable. Remember, growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Only by stepping out can you discover untapped potential within yourself. Embrace challenges as a path to growth. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that life isn't measured by what you achieve, but by how you face adversity. A life without challenges is a life without growth. If you're avoiding difficulties, you're not only missing out on great opportunities, but also the chance to become the person you aspire to be. So instead of running away, learn to embrace challenges as an essential part of life. Remember, no path to success is easy. But if you're brave enough to confront what lies ahead, you'll find yourself stronger with each step forward. There are times when you reflect on your relationships and realize they no longer bring joy or encouragement. Instead, you feel stress, exhaustion, or worse, a sense of being used. If this sounds familiar, it's a clear sign that you need a change, not only in the people you choose to surround yourself with, but also in how you view the role of relationships in your life. Marcus Aurelius once said, "We were born for the benefit of each other." Relationships are an essential part of life's journey. They provide connection, support, and motivation. But not all relationships hold the same value. Some help you grow, while others drain your energy and erode your self-worth. You might notice you're in a toxic relationship if every interaction feels forced or tense. People who once brought you happiness now only bring anxiety. They might be judgmental, critical of your actions, or only reach out when they need something. These relationships not only exhaust you, but also chip away at your confidence and sense of self. Another form of relational exhaustion occurs when both parties lose a deep connection. Perhaps you and someone else maintain the relationship out of habit, but in reality, there's no longer genuine understanding or support. Such relationships often persist out of fear of change rather than sincerity. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of choosing your companions wisely. Epictetus advised, "Associate with those who are good, and you will become good. Stay away from the bad, and you will not be harmed. This doesn't mean abandoning everyone who isn't perfect, but it does mean recognizing that relationships are a two-way street. If a relationship consistently drags you down, you must be brave enough to set boundaries or let it go. How to address draining relationships? Be honest with yourself. Start by reflecting on your relationships. Which ones truly make you happy and help you grow? Which ones only bring negativity? This requires a high level of self-awareness, because sometimes it's hard to admit that even those closest to us can be the biggest sources of emotional exhaustion. Set clear boundaries. Once you've identified toxic relationships, establish clear limits. This means not allowing others to overstep your boundaries. You don't need to be confrontational, but you do have the right to decline unreasonable requests or actions that hurt you. Invest in positive relationships. Focus on relationships that bring mutual value. Look for people who inspire, support, and grow with you. These don't have to be perfect individuals, but they should be sincere and willing to share the journey of self-improvement. Nurture relationships. Good relationships require effort. To have great friends, you must first learn to be one. Take the time to listen, support, and understand others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do good without expecting anything in return, for the act itself is its reward." Genuine sincerity in relationships will attract like-minded people. Let go when necessary. If a relationship is beyond repair, summon the courage to let it go. This can be difficult, but ending a toxic relationship is sometimes necessary to make room for healthier connections. Remember, you are not obligated to maintain every relationship at all costs. Your mental health and happiness should always come first. Reevaluate and prioritize your connections. Draining relationships not only sap your energy, but also hinder your personal growth. Don't hesitate to reassess your connections and make the necessary changes. Invest in relationships that bring joy, support, and allow you to be your authentic self. Life is too short to waste on people who don't deserve your time and energy. Ask yourself, are your relationships lifting you up or pulling you down? The answer will guide your next steps. Our community offers beautiful values for free. If you appreciate the hard work of our dedicated team, please support their silent sacrifice. You can contribute via PayPal to help us continue bringing positive values and maintaining the activities of our community. Every bit of support from you makes a significant difference. Have you ever found yourself facing a familiar problem, thinking you know how to handle it, only to repeat the same mistake? Failing once is an opportunity to learn, but when you continually repeat past mistakes, it's no longer a lesson. It's a sign that change is urgently needed. Getting caught in a loop of repeated errors is clear evidence that you haven't fully understood the necessary lesson or applied it effectively. Stoic philosophy acknowledges mistakes as an inevitable part of self-growth, but stresses that failing to learn from them is a waste of time and opportunity. Epictetus wisely observed, "The greatest mistake is not failure itself, but failing to learn from it." This underscores the importance of self-reflection and behavioral adjustment. If you don't take your mistakes seriously, you'll keep repeating them and stagnating instead of progressing. Repeating old mistakes not only wastes time, but also erodes self-esteem and confidence. Every time you make the same error, you feel more powerless, as though you lack control over your life. This can affect every aspect of your life, from work and finances to personal relationships. Worse, it can diminish your trust in yourself, making you hesitant to take risks or try new things in the future. Why do you keep making the same mistakes? The reason often lies in not fully understanding the root cause. You may focus on the consequences of the mistake without digging deeper into the mindset or habits that led to it. For example, if you continually face financial issues due to overspending, simply cutting back expenses without changing your mindset about money won't solve the problem. Similarly, if you repeatedly enter unhealthy relationships, ending one toxic connection won't help if you don't reassess the criteria guiding your choices. How to break the cycle of repeated mistakes. Analyze the mistake honestly. Begin by reflecting deeply and honestly on the mistake. Ask yourself, why did I make this mistake? What led to it? Was it due to a habit, a false belief, or a lack of emotional control? Write down your findings to clearly identify the underlying patterns. Avoid blaming circumstances or others, as this only deflects responsibility and prevents growth. Develop a plan for change. Once you understand the root cause, create a concrete plan to address it. This might involve learning a new skill, adopting healthier habits, or seeking guidance from someone experienced. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The wise man does not fear mistakes, he fears failing to correct them." Progress doesn't come from regret or complaints, but from deliberate and consistent action. Keep a journal of lessons learned. Record each mistake, its causes, and the steps you'll take to avoid it in the future. This can serve as a warning system for when you face similar situations. It also reinforces accountability and keeps you focused on growth. Be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and you may still stumble as you adjust. The key is to analyze each misstep, extract new lessons, and keep moving forward. Don't let frustration deter you. As Epictetus said, the path to wisdom is paved with failures. Seek accountability. Surround yourself with people who can help you stay on track. This might be a friend, mentor, or a supportive community with similar goals. They can point out when you're slipping back into old habits and encourage you to continue your transformation. Turn mistakes into opportunities for growth. Stoic philosophy teaches that humans are not defined by their mistakes, but by how they confront and learn from them. Mistakes are opportunities to become stronger, wiser, and closer to your goals. However, to achieve this, you must have the courage to face your failures, learn the lessons, and commit to not repeating them. If you feel stuck in a loop of repeated mistakes, remember, change doesn't come from avoidance or blame, it comes from conscious action. Start today, and you'll find yourself improving day by day. So are you ready to break the cycle and become a better version of yourself? There's an emptiness many people experience, but few are willing to confront. The feeling that you're no longer satisfied with who you are. Even when you achieve success or meet your goals, a quiet dissatisfaction lingers within. This isn't merely the drive for progress or the desire to aim higher. It's a clear signal that you've drifted away from your true self or are living in opposition to the core values you believe in. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Ask yourself every morning, am I living in harmony with my true nature?" This highlights the importance of staying connected with yourself. When you no longer feel satisfied with who you are, it's likely because you've lost the balance between what you do and what you truly believe in. This sense of dissatisfaction often arises when you allow others to define your worth. You might be chasing goals that aren't truly yours, working a job due to societal pressure, adopting a lifestyle to please others, or striving for standards you never set for yourself. The result? Every time you achieve a goal, instead of feeling fulfilled, you feel even more hollow. Additionally, dissatisfaction with yourself may stem from not living up to your potential. Perhaps you know you're capable of more, but you're stuck in habits or fears that hold you back. You procrastinate, avoid challenges, or take the easier path, yet deep down, you know this isn't the person you want to be. Another common cause is the habit of comparing yourself to others. In an age where social media showcases endless images of success and happiness, it's easy to feel inadequate. But as Epictetus wisely reminded us, do not waste time comparing yourself to others. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Comparison doesn't just steal your joy, it disconnects you from your true values and self-worth. How to rediscover self-satisfaction? Pause and reflect. Start by asking yourself, what am I living for? What values truly matter to me? Answering these questions will help you understand yourself better and identify the areas of your life that need change. Align actions with values. Once you've identified your core values, adjust your actions to reflect them. This doesn't mean overhauling your life all at once, but starting with small, meaningful steps. For example, if personal growth is a key value, dedicate at least 30 minutes daily to learning a new skill or reading. If family relationships are important, spend quality time connecting with loved ones. Let go of perfectionism. One reason for dissatisfaction is setting unrealistic expectations and blaming yourself when you fall short. Remember, progress matters more than perfection. Marcus Aurelius advised, do not expect perfection. focus on being better than you were yesterday. Practice gratitude. Take time each day to note what you're grateful for, no matter how small. This practice shifts your focus to the positives in your life and helps you recognize that you've achieved more than you realize. Stop comparing yourself to others. Recognize that everyone's journey is unique. Instead of measuring yourself against others, focus on your own growth and achievements. Epictetus's wisdom reminds us that the best use of your energy is becoming the best version of yourself. Embrace challenges and failures. Satisfaction doesn't come from avoiding obstacles, but from facing them courageously. Accept failures as opportunities to grow and improve. The journey of self-discovery requires resilience and the willingness to step outside your comfort zone. Self-satisfaction as a journey, not a destination. Remember, satisfaction with yourself doesn't come from achieving a specific goal, but from how you live every day. By staying true to your values, facing difficulties with courage, and continuously striving to improve, you'll naturally feel more fulfilled. Don't let societal pressures, the opinions of others, or unrealistic expectations cloud this feeling. Stoic philosophy teaches that satisfaction isn't a one-time achievement, but an ongoing process. Every day, you must strive to live according to your values, approach failures constructively, and appreciate the small joys in life. When you do this, satisfaction will no longer feel elusive. It will become a way of life. Ask yourself, am I living as the person I want to be? If the answer is no, today is the day to start making changes. Don't wait. Life won't pause for you to find your answers. Take action, starting now. Life is a constant journey of change, and signs like losing direction, feeling fatigued, avoiding challenges, experiencing draining relationships, repeating past mistakes, or losing self-satisfaction are reminders that it's time to adjust your path. Stoic philosophy teaches that change isn't something to fear, but an opportunity to become better, stronger, and more aligned with your true values. Instead of avoiding or delaying, face reality with courage. Ask yourself, am I living the life I truly want? If the answer is no, it's time to act. Don't wait until it's too late. Start with small steps, focus on progress over perfection, and live each day as a new opportunity to grow. You deserve a meaningful life. Pause, reflect, and take conscious steps forward. Your journey of transformation begins today. Are you ready? Thank you for watching this video. Let's support our wonderful community by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications right now. Show everyone that you're living kindly by liking the video and sharing your experiences in the comments. Take action now to spread positive energy.